I guess Blake Lively's concrete evidence isn't as concrete as she hyped. Meanwhile, the only evidence we're actually getting is stuff that's exposing Blake Lively.
She's quoted as saying, "I actually poisoned the whole cast against her co-star and boyfriend, Penn Badgley."
I guess Blake Lively's concrete evidence isn't as concrete as she hyped, one commentator quipped, summarizing the rapidly shifting narrative surrounding the ongoing Hollywood drama. Indeed, as the dust settled from the SNL debacle, a new tremor rippled through the industry, this time originating from an unlikely source. Hugh Jackman, the venerable Wolverine, a figure synonymous with integrity and Hollywood royalty, seemingly dropped a bombshell, an offhand remark that ignited a firestorm of speculation and sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Did Hugh Jackman just inadvertently expose Blake Lively as the clandestine force behind the scenes of the highly anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
But right here, look at this name, Gordon Reynolds. Well, who's Gordon Reynolds? Oh, it must be like someone related to Ryan Reynolds, right? That's clearly just a Ryan Reynolds thing. Nope. Gordon Reynolds was the name that Ryan used to attribute who played Nice Pool.
The internet, already ablaze with theories and accusations surrounding Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, erupted anew. Fans and industry insiders alike scrambled for answers, dissecting Jackman's cryptic statement, searching for hidden meanings and piecing together the fragments of a potentially explosive behind-the-scenes power struggle. The question on everyone's lips: why was Blake Lively, an actress primarily known for romantic dramas and fashion icon status, seemingly calling the shots on a massive superhero franchise? And how did this alleged behind-the-scenes takeover even come to pass?
But it didn't just end there. I don't know how I didn't remember this scene. Lady Pool, portrayed by Blake Lively, gets to take Nice Pool down. Here it is.
Cozy time, baby.
The genesis of this latest twist can be traced back to an innocuous social media post. Blake Lively, ever the master of curated online presence, shared a seemingly innocent photograph from the Deadpool and Wolverine set. In the image, she sported Deadpool's signature red hue, playfully kissing her husband Ryan Reynolds, the face of the irreverent superhero franchise. While initially interpreted as a lighthearted cameo tease, a fun nod to her husband's iconic role, the photograph inadvertently opened Pandora's box, unleashing a torrent of speculation and ultimately, Jackman's revealing comment.
They couldn't resist. They couldn't just do a little knock and like, haha. They had to like shove it in his face.
I don't know how I didn't remember this scene. Lady Pool, portrayed by Blake Lively, gets to take Nice Pool down, one online commentator wryly observed, referencing the photograph and the burgeoning rumors. The seemingly innocent snapshot, intended perhaps as a charming display of marital support, became the catalyst for a wildfire of speculation. Fans, initially intrigued by the possibility of a Blake Lively cameo, soon found themselves bombarded with whispers of a far more significant, far more controversial level of involvement.
So all of Ryan Reynolds' jokes in Deadpool, his jokes to Sandra Bullock, and everywhere else on the internet was really something that you guys concocted.
New reports, fueled by unnamed sources and industry insiders, began to circulate, painting a picture of Blake Lively's influence extending far beyond a fleeting cameo appearance. Whispers from the set suggested that Lively wasn't merely visiting her husband. She was allegedly giving ideas and making big decisions, subtly, and perhaps not so subtly, inserting herself into the creative process. They couldn't resist. They couldn't just do a little knock and they had to shove it in his face, one commentator remarked, highlighting the perceived audacity of Lively's alleged power grab.
Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous.
Lady Pool was played by Blake Lively.
She just had a baby too and can't even tell.
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
That's okay. I identify as a feminist.
The director of Deadpool and Wolverine himself reportedly alluded to Lively's significant influence, stating that a suggestion from Blake had fundamentally altered the film's ending. This seemingly innocuous anecdote, intended perhaps as a testament to Lively's creative insights, instead fueled the growing narrative of a behind-the-scenes takeover, solidifying the perception that her involvement was far from casual or supportive. This anecdote, amplified by online speculation, painted a picture of Lively not as a supportive spouse, but as a shadow director, subtly yet decisively shaping the narrative of a massive Hollywood production.
It doesn't get better from there, by the way, just to be clear. Let's now move on to point 6 of this, because this is where it gets interesting. Again, it's the way they use language. It's just so wildly manipulative.
Hugh Jackman's seemingly offhand yet loaded remark served as the accelerant to this already volatile situation. Reportedly stunned by the extent of Blake Lively's control, Jackman, in a moment of apparent candor, inadvertently exposed her alleged role as the de facto boss of the Deadpool and Wolverine project. This shocking claim, as many outlets dubbed it, sent tremors throughout Hollywood, transforming online speculation into a full-blown industry drama.
This comes from a Glamour interview where she admits to poisoning the whole cast against co-star Penn Badgley.
Hugh Jackman is said to be stunned by how much control Blake had, one report stated, underscoring the gravity of Jackman's alleged revelation. The very idea of a celebrated actress, not officially part of the production hierarchy, wielding such significant influence over a tentpole superhero film was, to many, simply unbelievable. Yet the whispers persisted, fueled by Jackman's seemingly corroborating statement and the growing unease surrounding Lively's increasingly scrutinized public persona.
Think she did with the cast of It Ends With Us, which was poison them against Justin.
Jackman is reportedly exposing that Blake Lively was calling the shots on set, perhaps more than anyone realized, another commentator emphasized, highlighting the potential fallout from Jackman's alleged bombshell. This bold move, as it was characterized, reportedly caused tension behind the scenes, suggesting a power struggle, a clash of egos, and a growing sense of unease amongst the Deadpool and Wolverine crew.
First, I was so upset that they hired him, she says. I actually poisoned the whole cast against him, but then they noticed that he wasn't a jerk and was actually a really nice, charming person. Almost immediately, I realized that too, but it took me about a week to admit it.
The notion that Blake Lively, primarily known for her romantic comedies and red carpet appearances, could secretly be running a huge superhero movie sounded, to many, like the plot of a far-fetched Hollywood satire. Yet, sources insist there's some truth to it, even if it's been exaggerated, acknowledging the inherent unlikelihood of the rumor while simultaneously validating its underlying plausibility. This carefully worded acknowledgement further fueled the online frenzy, leaving fans and industry insiders alike to grapple with the increasingly bizarre narrative.
What a terrible person she is. More and more just coming forward. But no, she's perfect. She's a crown straightener.
The entire situation has left fans deeply divided and buzzing, torn between disbelief and a growing sense of suspicion. Some find it hard to believe Blake Lively could have so much power, acknowledging the inherent improbability of a non-producer wielding such influence. After all, she isn't part of the official crew, one commentator noted, highlighting the apparent logistical and hierarchical inconsistencies of the rumor.
You know that Justin and his team promised to start releasing all of his correspondence with her.
Others point out that as Ryan Reynolds' wife, she might have had special access and influence on the project, offering a more pragmatic, albeit equally speculative, explanation for Lively's alleged involvement. The question lingered, unanswered, and increasingly contentious. Is this just a case of a supportive wife giving helpful advice, or did Blake really hijack the project? The ambiguity, the lack of definitive answers, only served to amplify the drama, transforming a simple on-set photograph into a symbol of Hollywood power, manipulation, and the ever-blurring lines between personal and professional influence.
He's trying to sell some gin, and she's like, I need your help, little dragon. We're going to ruin people today.
It's like, all I do is buy soccer teams that win, sell tequila that people like, or vodka, or whatever it is. And he's like, generally stayed above, and now all of a sudden he is in the dirt with this.
Hugh Jackman's alleged bombshell, whether intentional or inadvertent, has undeniably added a new explosive layer to the already volatile Blake Lively narrative. Why is Hugh Jackman speaking out about it now? Many fans wondered, dissecting Jackman's motivations, searching for hidden agendas, and attempting to decipher the true intent behind his seemingly revealing comment. As this breaking story develops, the online speculation intensified, fueled by a thirst for answers and a growing sense of unease about the inner workings of Hollywood's power structures.
She's like, I need you to get on a Zoom with Taylor Swift, and we're ruining lives tonight.
Be very, very careful with your marriages, folks. This is the kind of
Little
thing that can happen.
dragon. It is
but to
diminishing.
your point,
Part true and part rumor. This tale of Blake Lively supposedly taking over the Deadpool and Wolverine movie has everyone talking. One commentator concluded, acknowledging the inherent uncertainty while simultaneously underscoring the undeniable impact of the swirling allegations. Stay tuned for more details on what Hugh Jackman revealed and how this all happened. The online discourse urged, promising further revelations, further twists, and further unraveling of the Blake Lively enigma. This is one drama you won't want to miss, the internet proclaimed, cementing the narrative of a Hollywood scandal reaching fever pitch. A drama where truth and rumor blurred, and where the line between supportive spouse and behind-the-scenes puppet master became increasingly indistinct.
They were with the outward-facing interviews, and talking to the hair and makeup crew about what they said behind the scenes was very enlightening. I'll just leave it at that.
Blake Lively, once the darling of Hollywood, the epitome of effortless charm and relatable success, now found herself facing a barrage of accusations, her carefully constructed public persona crumbling under the weight of relentless scrutiny. Blake Lively has just been completely exposed for what she truly is, one commentator declared with unbridled condemnation, echoing a growing sentiment of disillusionment and betrayal amongst online observers. The narrative had shifted dramatically, transforming Lively from admired actress to alleged manipulative, calculating, and ruthless force in Hollywood.
She doesn't want that to happen in the public. She wants it to happen in a jury. But will this really make it all the way to a judge? Of course not. So I understand why Justin's team is trying to get him out now, because at a certain point, this will all get thrown out or settled or something, and Justin's career will be in the crosshairs if he doesn't fix it now.
The accusations intensified, painting a portrait of a woman far removed from the innocent, charming girl-next-door type she so expertly portrayed in public. Behind the scenes, she's nothing but a high-powered bully who thrives on destroying others. The commentary continued, escalating the rhetoric, solidifying the emerging narrative of a hidden, darker side to Lively's carefully curated public persona. The whispers of manipulation, control, and ruthlessness, once confined to industry circles, now echoed across the internet, amplified by Jackman's alleged bombshell and fueled by a growing chorus of dissenting voices.
Where you didn't even need good lawyers. You just needed men who didn't want to go through the court system, and the women who were saying, well, we're going to come at you with sexual harassment and ruin your lives. And I'm thinking these are the kinds of lawyers and PR people that she has in her corner.
The allegations extended beyond the It Ends With Us debacle, reaching back to Lively's early career, resurfacing past controversies and re-examining previously dismissed incidents through a newly critical lens. She didn't just turn the cast of It Ends With Us against Justin Baldoni. She's been doing this for years, one commentator asserted, highlighting the alleged pattern of behavior, the recurring theme of manipulation and control that now seem to define Lively's professional trajectory.
You made the allegations first, and then you tried to make input and change the direction of the film. Are you saying that the chicken had to come before the egg?
The resurfacing of Lively's own admission of poisoning the whole cast of Gossip Girl against Penn Badgley, her former co-star and boyfriend, served as damning evidence, solidifying the narrative of a manipulative and vindictive personality lurking beneath the surface charm. She even admitted to this, speaking about it like it was just a fun little game, the commentary emphasized, highlighting the perceived callousness and lack of remorse in Lively's past confession. As if completely destroying someone's work environment was something to laugh about, the condemnation continued, underscoring the perceived cruelty and lack of empathy in Lively's alleged actions.
First, you're going to make the threat, and then you're going to go, as you guys did, and they proved in the background.
That's the kind of person she is. The accusatory narrative intensified, solidifying the image of Lively as a calculated and ruthless manipulator. Someone who takes pride in making others suffer, just because she can, the commentary declared, painting a portrait of a woman wielding her power and influence with malicious intent, reveling in the suffering of those she deemed to be in her path. The once golden girl of Hollywood was now being recast as a Machiavellian figure, a master manipulator pulling strings from the shadows, leaving a trail of professional and personal wreckage in her wake.
Yeah, the public noticed. The public noticed that things were weird and things began to backfire on you.
The accusations against Lively reached a crescendo, culminating in the damning assessment of her alleged actions against Justin Baldoni. She didn't just try to make his life miserable. She hijacked his entire movie, took creative control, and forced him into the background like he was an extra in his own project, the commentary asserted, summarizing the most egregious allegations against Lively with stark and unforgiving language. He was the director, the producer, the one who got the rights to It Ends With Us, the commentary underscored, highlighting the perceived injustice, the alleged theft of Baldoni's creative vision and professional agency.
Crisis PR mode because you guys orchestrated having a bunch of people unfollow him in the style of your best friend Taylor Swift, and the public noticed.
And yet, by the time the movie was finished, he didn't even get to see the final cut before it was released. The narrative continued, painting a picture of Baldoni's utter marginalization, his complete removal from his own passion project. He was pushed so far out of his own project that he was stuck in the basement at his own movie premiere, all while Blake paraded around as if she had created the film herself, the commentary concluded, highlighting the perceived audacity and hypocrisy of Lively's alleged actions, solidifying the image of a ruthless and manipulative figure willing to stop at nothing to achieve her own ambitions, even at the expense of others' careers and creative endeavors. The fairy tale, it seemed, had not just crumbled. It had been revealed as a carefully constructed and ultimately deeply deceptive illusion.